Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to do a pretty simple but I think informative video where I'm just going to sit down and tell you my best tips for being able to eat vegan at any restaurant, whether that is, a steakhouse or your local diner, whatever that restaurant may be. Hopefully by the end of this video you'll at least have a little bit of information that can help you, sort through menus and find vegan options at any place you go to. I actually have a video that is titled, I believe, 75 vegan options at non-vegan restaurants, where I found 75 options at different restaurants that are, common chains that are not normally seen as a plant-based option that you can go and find vegan stuff at. I do want to say that those restaurants are, of course, US based. They may be in your country, but if you are outside the US, I'm sorry that video might not be as helpful. That's just because I live in the US, so of course, I know US based restaurants and I don't know restaurants in other places because I haven't been other places. But yes, I will link that down below and up in a card if you want to go check that out. But this video is going to be a little bit different because this video is going to help anyone no matter where you live in the world, because instead of talking about a specific restaurant, instead I'll be talking about a specific cuisine. Anyways, hope you know what I mean. If not, watch the video. Before getting into the specific cuisines, I kind of just want to do like generic tips for ordering vegan at a restaurant. Doesn't matter what it is, what type of food, just these tips can help you at any restaurant ever. And the first one that is very important to me is to never ask your waiter, do you have vegan options? Or what are the vegan options? And that's for a couple different reasons. First of all, they might not know what vegan is. They might get vegan and vegetarian mixed up. They might have some vegetarian option that they're gonna say, yeah, we have vegan stuff, bring it to you, having no idea that vegan and vegetarian are different things. And number two is that even if they do know the difference between vegan and vegetarian, since they know that you're vegan based off of preference, they might not take it as seriously because they know that you're not, you're not gonna die. Like, yeah, you're vegan, but you're not gonna die if you eat something that's not vegan. So this is why instead of saying, I'm vegan, what are the vegan options, using the word vegan, just don't even use it at all. Don't ever mention it. Say you have an allergy to meat, dairy, and eggs. They're all of a sudden going to take it super seriously because they know that if you are fed something that they tell you does not have one of those allergens, they can be sued. So tell them you're allergic to those three things and they're going to take it seriously. Tip number two is to always check the sides. It might not be exactly what we want to be eating when going out to a restaurant, but being able to put together multiple sides to make a meal might be the best option. Sometimes it sucks when that happens, but sometimes restaurants have some really good sides. If you put them together, it can be a good meal. Tip number three is to always think of, alternatives or ways to swap things out. If you're looking through a menu and you're like, oh, this bowl is 99% vegan if I just ask for no cheese. So always just think about things that you can ask the waiter to change super easily, and then it'll be vegan. Tip number four is to download the app or go to the website Happy Cow. This sounds like a sponsorship, it is not at all, but Happy Cow is an app that lets you see restaurants that are vegan, vegetarian, and have like plant-based options, and that is my favorite category because a lot of the times when I'm eating out with friends, instead of going to a very non-vegan friendly restaurant or going to a restaurant that's all vegan, we can choose one in the middle that has vegan options but isn't fully vegan. Tip number five is to check the menu beforehand. If you know what restaurant you're going out to, look up the menu, figure out what you can eat, and then you won't be so stressed when you're actually sitting down to eat because you have an idea of what you can order. And then tip number six, something I've never really heard people talk about, so maybe I invented it, but if you go to Yelp and you can scroll down to the reviews and you can actually search for a keyword in the reviews. If this is a restaurant you're not sure if they have vegan options or not, type in the word vegan and hopefully either one, reviews will come up saying this vegan option or this is easy to make vegan, whatever, help you out. Or it could help you out kind of in a bad way, but it could also help you out with someone saying that there's no vegan options or it's very un-vegan friendly. So yeah, those are my tips for generic restaurants, and now let's get into the certain cuisines. Ethiopian. Being honest, I've never been to an Ethiopian restaurant, but I do know, and I've heard from so many people, that Ethiopian restaurants are super vegan friendly. The most common way that I've seen people, eat at Ethiopian restaurants is to get this giant platter filled with all these different like dips, stews. They're like, I don't know the correct words. I'll put them on the screen, and they eat this with this flatbread, which is vegan, and basically there's a ton of different vegan options. And that flatbread that you like pick up the dips or food with is made from teff flour. But yes, you should try an Ethiopian restaurant because you might be surprised they have a ton of vegan options. Next are Indian restaurants. I'm gonna put up a list. I'm doing this to save myself from pronouncing something incorrectly, but here's a list of common foods you can find at Indian restaurants. A lot of Indian restaurants you can get plant-based protein, and then a lot of their dishes, dairy and eggs, are just not super common, so that's super cool. Next is probably one of my favorite restaurants to go to, and that's Mediterranean restaurants, because of course there's falafel, hummus, baba ganoush, tabbouleh, a ton of different sides. Like, there's a lot of different fresh vegetables and olives, there's just a lot of stuff with Mediterranean food. Oh, pita bread. I love pita bread. I don't know how I could forget that. But yeah, there's a lot. If you like Mediterranean food, I highly recommend going there as vegan. Then Mexican restaurants, of course, you know, tortillas, beans, rice, guac, salsa. There's probably some more, but the only things that I would look out for is that the rice could be cooked in chicken broth and the beans could have lard, but a lot of places don't have that. So Mexican restaurants are always super good to go to as well. Italian food. So if they have bread, a lot of the time bread is vegan. Of course, just don't put butter on it. And then plain pasta with marinara sauce. And then for pizzas, you can get a pizza with marinara and a ton of different veggies on it. I know a lot of people might think that's boring because there's no cheese. And it kind of sounds boring, but actually it tastes really good, and I think you'd be a little surprised. Bruschetta. I believe it's bruschetta. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. That is also vegan a lot of the time. And then, of course, I'll put up some more dishes you can find on the menu that I don't want to mispronounce, so I'm going to put them on the screen. But if you see this on the menu, it is likely that it could be vegan. Thai restaurants. I love going to Thai restaurants because of curries. Make sure to check and see if the curry has heavy cream in it, but it's letting you know that good curry just has coconut milk in it anyway. So if it has a lot of heavy cream, it's probably not good anyway, so you're not really missing out. And then pad thai has eggs, but a lot of the time you get it without eggs, so just make sure to check. And then one thing you do need to look out for in Thai food is a lot of like fish sauce and fish paste could be in a hidden ingredient, so just ask and they'll let you know. Another restaurant that I can tell you right now, if you have a vegan friend and you are trying to figure out where to eat, if you recommend this, they'll love you forever, and that is just a sushi restaurant. It is so easy to eat vegan at sushi places because there's, I mean, it's pretty simple, but there's like cucumber rolls, avocado rolls, vegetable rolls. To me, that is enough for me, and I'm very happy with that. Of course, there's like a really cool vegan sushi place not too far from me that is like amazing. Of course, you know, avocado rolls aren't anything groundbreaking, but they taste good and they're filling, and you don't have to worry at all about going to a sushi restaurant because you know you can always order an avocado roll. And the last, I don't even want cuisine, I wouldn't say cuisine, this is definitely not a cuisine, but like the last category that I know is every vegan's nightmare is a steakhouse. You might be wondering, how do you eat vegan in a steakhouse? And I have a couple ways. None of them are great, but check the sides, because you might be able to find like a baked potato or some corn or peas or like a side salad, some french fries, or maybe even beans, possibly their bread too. There's nothing that great about it, but if you need to make a steakhouse work, check their sides, you have a chance. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope this helped out. Let me know if you have any more questions and comment down below and I'll be responding to them. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope this helped a few people out, and I'll see you all in my next one. My next one's really, really, really fun, and I'm very excited for my video, so see you then.